Spider-Man! What did you do? Oh, Grant!
Fred.
Tell him he's been swinging there for a while.
I just told him.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
For you, I swing. Oh no, cheers. He KO. Are you shitting me? Ain't it? Help, I'm falling. You're listening to that Def Leppard again, aren't you?
Just farted fairy dust.
You have full life. You have to go live.
Come, bounce with me, brother.
You're not fighting these guys. You're fighting yourself.
Is there a ninja breaking lights outside of your window? Double Trouble Brothers!
Just hang in there, partner. You hear me?
Actually lowered myself down.
Oh, we know you've lowered yourself.
What do we play next? And as I live and breathe, there were 3 live monkeys on the...
No way.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Hey, what's happening? Nolan North, Troy Baker here, live from San Diego Comic-Con, Skybound, and it's Retro Replay.
It is Retro Replay. I am 3 days into Comic-Con, and that is I have a child now. This is too much for me.
You have a child. How late were you up last night?
I got into bed at 4:30 in the morning. They still have one of those. Like, I was... The whole city was asleep. You could actually make your way through the city with, unmolested.
Too bad.
So I was quite disappointed.
San Diego.
Wales. Not going to
vagina.
do it. I'm shouting out to Camera B right now.
Camera A.
They love that.
Camera A.
That's how we do it. This is a first for us. So this is my 11th Comic-Con.
No one cares.
Yeah, but I do. And there's people out there that do care. But the one thing that I have learned is A, to pace yourself, and B, just kind of, do you like this little Magnum PI?
No,
80s?
Actually, I don't.
You just
I'm
wish
not
you
a
had
big
color
fan.
in your life.
I just don't think peach is your color.
Maybe some people don't know what we're doing, what this is.
No, I don't know what this is.
Okay, this is Retro Replay, where myself, Troy Baker, and this guy, Nolan North.
Everyone knows.
Cool. Sit down, and weekly we play through games of yesteryear, some of the greatest games and some of the worst games together, and the reality is we're just awful.
Yeah, he's better.
I'm good.
I'm not.
I'll kind of dumb it down for this guy.
Not even passable.
But it's all of the games that either I grew up with and played when I was a kid, or wanted to play and couldn't because I was broke as a joke, and then this guy never did.
I played outside.
Like a normal human.
Parents made me play outside.
I was the inside kid. I was Lech. I wasn't allowed outside. I was like the boy in the plastic bubble. I was like,
You can kind of tell by your complexion.
a little bit pasty.
Very pasty.
And so now
It's worse in person.
we're adults and we get to do it.
It's a special day, though.
It's a very special day.
Yeah. Do we do it now?
Well, yes.
Okay.
I'm super excited. He was Gary in the Trigger Effect, 1996 Trigger Effect.
That's right. He was. He's also done an episode of Law and Order.
It's true. It was Jamie.
Also worked with me on a little title called Lollipop Chainsaw.
He's done some other stuff. There's like more obscure
I'm not
things.
familiar with a lot of his other
There was
stuff.
a TV show that he did for a while called the what did you say? Walking.
Is that Drew?
Joaquin,
Drew, what was it?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Hold on, we actually, guys, fans of Retro Replay, our Drew is here. What was it? Walking Zombie Show. Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Did that, and he was, I think, a Smurf, right? He was a blue.
He was a blue Smurf.
Blue Smurf.
In Guardians.
You know what? I think it's enough.
Is it?
I know the guy's kind of a legend. All right, all joking aside, we have our first ever Retro Replay guest of honor. Please welcome.
The one and only Michael Rooker, everybody.
Michael Rooker is here. Come on, slide over. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Look at this.
If we had like a nice fancy theme song, that would have like played you up, and it would have been like big band fanfare. We don't have that.
You guys were real retro. It was good. It was good.
We don't even have a band.
You don't have a band?
No band.
That's all right. You don't need a band.
I have Spotify.
You don't need a band. It's okay.
Explain that. I would love to actually spend the entire time not speaking to this, but what did you do?
He got out of line.
I hurt I did a rotor cuff injury, so they had to repair the rotor cuff, and the bicep tendon was ripped off the rotor cuff. So
if you move it, does it go?
Actually, I can move it pretty well. You know, it's working.
Good.
It's working really good.
We do have the technology.
Yeah,
we can rebuild him.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I heal fast. I was a kid that played outside too. I was never inside.
They just didn't want me inside. I don't know what my parents were doing inside.
I would molt.
I didn't want to know.
And then I would just like
Did you you were an inside kid?
I was a total inside
And
kid.
so you played games and all that stuff?
I did.
Instruments, musician.
Musician?
So one day I'm going to be cool and people be loving it. That was me. It was.
Yeah, really.
So in honor of you,
Yeah.
our esteemed guest, we thought we might bring in a little bit of brand awareness, and we did a zombie game. Now this is a very, especially retro fans would know this game.
Oh, which one did you do?
Zombies Ate My Neighbor.
Okay, so we got
True
this.
story.
Zombies Ate My Neighbor. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it, but this is like a pretty big deal. What, 93, right? See, that was,
1993, and it was one of the
Zombies Ate
first
My
where, like, before there was ESRB, this like kind of drew some ire from
that's the
people.
rating board.
It is.
Oh, is
I
that
didn't
is that
know
what
that.
it is?
Everyone says right, boy. I don't know.
And it was a mature game.
It was a very mature game, and they like, you can't show blood,
Yep.
but purple ooze is okay, so go nuts with that. So
You need to start
And
us off.
it's really Zombie Ate My Neighbor.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors. A true
you
story.
can't steal that title. That's
No.
So here's
That's
what
a
we're
one
gonna
of a
do.
kind.
I'm gonna
Should have played Call of the Dead.
Call of the Dead.
Call of the Dead.
Rescue the neighbors in
By the way, do you know?
Zombie Panic.
Do you know what I realized? This is not the first time we've been on a panel together. Call of Duty 2.
Oh shoot!
We were
That's right.
at the.
That's right.
We were in that all together.
We
weren't
did that together.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah, we
remember
did
that. All right, what is going on?
I just immediately shot a cheerleader. I'm not. Oh, look at the ghost.
Oh, you're good, man.
Okay,
Oh.
so is that a baby?
That's a baby. I have to. Oh, okay. So I.
Did you just kick a baby?
Killed the baby.
I kicked the baby.
You got
But I
700
got
points
a lot of
for
money
killing the
from
baby.
it. So
That's bad.
look, I'm gonna. All right, this is the.
Why did we get a game where we hurt babies?
A little
No, 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 no.
baby.
I rescued the baby.
Aw,
They gave you 700 points to.
rescue the
Troy,
baby.
there's a baby on the
There's
roof.
a baby. There's another baby.
This is just not very responsible.
But you're.
Um,
you rescue.
Oh,
Is that what
no.
you're doing? You're
Hey.
rescuing the baby.
I
gotta
eat
tell us what's
babies.
happening.
I eat babies.
What happened, Troy? What is going on here?
I am shooting this guy in the face because he's a zombie.
Nice.
Hey,
I don't know. And a trampoline.
And this is your show.
This
Your show
is-
you.
Yeah, no. It's basically
This is
just us watching this.
and
This
this
is not.
is the show. This is what you guys do.
Yeah.
You devote part of your life to doing.
I'm really
this?
not sure what's
Do you
happening.
get paid? Do you make money for this?
So I am the kid, in the.
By the way, did you get money for this?
No, man.
Oh my God, it's my
Why?
dad.
Why do you do it?
Douche. Because for the love of the game.
I have nothing better to do.
I got a 6-pack of beer.
I basically
it doesn't work.
I just walk around and just.
What's
I do impressions of things,
Of
right?
people. There it is.
Sometimes. Oh, look at. Is
I'm
that?
actually
Oh,
doing
no,
okay.
That looks like it's like
Christopher Lloyd.
it's like Rick from Rick and Morty kind of walking around right there. There's a lot of Ricks.
I go with Christopher Lloyd. When
Troy-
did you get
Troy,
here? Are
tell
you
me about
here,
this.
Are you here promoting like anything, Rooker, or what do you?
I'm promoting myself.
Yeah.
I'm here promoting myself. No, I'm down here doing a few signings and stuff like that. It's the 15-year anniversary of The Walking Dead, and so I'm here for those guys. And
Is it really?
yeah, waving.
The graphic novel,
Yeah.
not the show. The show
No,
hasn't
the-
had 15 seasons
No,
yet.
it's 50. Yeah, no, it's been in existence for maybe that long. I don't know.
Well, they just announced like Andrew Lincoln's walking away, right? After all this time.
Yeah, he's gonna go home and hang out with his family for a while, man.
With his
Poor guy.
millions of gerbils. He's such a good dude.
He's a great guy.
What was it like shooting in Atlanta?
Hot.
Hot
It
lad.
was hot and exhausting and fun as hell.
Troy, this is very repetitive. Can we move on to something more
Yeah,
exciting?
Troy, you like this, right?
What do you mean? I'm crushing
Troy,
it.
I can see you at 3 a.m. in the morning.
This is all it.
No
that's all it
one's
was.
up in the house, and it's just you.
Just me in the dark and just crying
That's
and
just
doing
doing
this.
I'm just trying to understand what the point is.
Every now and then you hear
I'm
him go,
trying to get.
"Oh no!"
Trying to save all of my neighbors from being.
But you're just standing in the green grassy field.
How many of these?
staying in the green grass.
How many have to? Are you trying to get any?
I don't know what's happening anymore.
He can bounce. and get out of there.
Why is it so confused? Oh, what? I didn't know I could do that.
Are the people online?
There's a key.
Watch this. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're online. You can see.
Oh no,
this.
I think this is it's this live.
Are we not on?
Oh, did you see what I did? I blew him up with the Coca-Colas.
What we're doing is ending your career. and ours at the same time.
Yeah.
No. Here's what you need to understand, Rook. This is when Nolan just gets upset because he's not playing.
Because I'm not good. I don't know what you're
Just
doing.
jump in.
I don't blame you.
Can you jump in? Jump
there we
in for
are.
a second. Pick up a controller.
How do you jump in?
Press start.
How do you press start?
Where does it start?
Okay, I'm ready.
That pauses it, Troy. You genius.
Troy. Oh, wait.
Drew, how do we jump in?
I don't think. Select.
Hold
You know how to
on.
do it?
I don't know. Look at me. I'm.
I'm dying. See, I'm trying to help.
Yeah.
Dying because I made you die.
It's like this is repetitive. Yeah, you just watching is incredibly repetitive.
Oh my
I am meanwhile. All right, go for it. Go for it, Slick Rick.
Go,
I
do
don't
it,
know what
do
we're
it,
doing.
Do it.
It's pretty self-explanatory. You run from the zombies.
gonna throw-
You shoot the guys.
I'm throwing the things at him.
Where's
What
your
do
gun?
I shoot
Where's
him
your
with?
gun? Where'd you shoot him? Here, over here.
What
See?
shoots?
Oh, there you just shot him.
See?
Okay, all right. Just
very
I just
good,
shoot
very
things.
good.
Now it's not so repetitive anymore, is it?
No, it's not. I just want to die so we can get to something
The
else.
guy can't even hold the gun right.
God, my guy's on amphetamines. Look, he won't stop running around. Look at him.
You're like spraying.
This guy's
You're
doing-
spraying and praying.
This guy ran around. This guy clearly did a bunch of frosty rails before he ran. Look at him. Look at him. Ah, I'm on a slaughter. Look at it. He just.
You're wasting ammo.
Yes,
Just say-
finally.
Oh no.
No, this is a good thing.
Finally,
Fine.
he's dead. He's
No.
dead. He's dead. Okay.
Go.
Okay, ready?
Getting,
Shoot things.
There's a zombie making out with this guy. Hey, hashtag me too. Not in this day and age, buddy. You better ask. Look at the hands out. He's just groping for a.
You know what? He kind of looks like a neighbor I had growing up.
No,
Yes, he did. And the guy got handsy. I'm not gonna lie.
he didn't. The guy got a bit handsy.
He got a little
He
handsy.
got a little.
got a little-
I'm not gonna do it. I can't. I gotta,
Why?
There was-
Oh, I told
I don't
there was a
know.
lot of space between you.
So this.
All right.
This is. These games are a little bit hard, aren't they?
This is the point.
Yeah.
They make all of these incredible games.
Right.
But there's like older games were harder, and there was no like.
Yeah,
here's what
yeah.
you do is just bam. Here's a zombie apocalypse. Figure it out.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm watching this. I have no idea where he's supposed to go. What is
So
the
there's
point?
a little mini map.
And he kind of
that
looks.
popped up.
I mean, what kind of kid runs around throwing shoot? You know, in a graveyard doing
A hero. That's who.
a hero?
A hero is. Look, there's one kid.
I think he looks like a punk. Just gonna
Yeah,
say it.
maybe a punk can be a hero. Just because you listen to the Ramones and drive ride on a skateboard doesn't mean
Yeah, he's got
you can't save the neighborhood.
got some white shades on.
This was
He's been kind of cool. His hair is all.
okay. So up at that
Hair's
map right
all
there,
spiked
there's
up.
3 that you're there, or there's 2.
Look at his
Oh,
friend.
look,
Is he kissing you?
No,
That's what I'm saying. He's like making out,
know.
like
Beating me.
I kissed a
I'm waiting.
zombie. I like
I'm dead.
All right, let me show you.
Thank
Here's
God.
What you do.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
These are difficult games, and then he goes and he'll watch. Look. All right.
Well, first of all, I have no more ammo. You guys,
Did you run out of ammo?
I didn't run out. You guys.
I
made me run
didn't
out.
know it was a problem.
Oh my God! This
You would think if you're going to a graveyard and you're a kid,
I'm
you
literally
bring enough
I'm
ammunition.
running. I was running. Whoa, wait.
What's the name of this game? I killed my neighbor. Or the zombies?
Zombies.
Zombies ate my neighbor.
Zombies.
Nolan drowned in a
Zombies
bucket.
ate my
What it's
neighbors.
called.
Zombies ate my neighbor. Who's the maker?
Tell you, it wasn't. What was it? It wasn't steak they were eating. That family
That's right.
did something unspeakable.
Who's the maker?
Fine.
Who's
Who
the maker of
did
this?
this? Drew. Who did
That's
this?
why we have a Drew.
Game? Who did this game, Drew?
Lucas Arts did this.
Lucas?
From the people that brought you Star Wars.
It's Bart Simpson
Wow.
in a garden.
What does that mean? Disney now owns this? Wait, so this is? How is this not a thing?
Look, is there?
Hey, there's a puppy. $500 for the puppy.
So do you have? Oh, cheerleaders.
Oh wow.
Okay, wait.
I got the key.
Now why
to
don't
the
you now why
house,
don't you get back there and take care of that girl with the pom pom?
And now I've got.
Hold on. You should do something. You should do something to the cheerleaders. Hi.
No,
They don't do anything.
do
I would
cheerleaders
like to
kick
give
you?
you a little kiss. Yay. Okay, I can kiss her.
Oh, see, you can do.
Oh, you can. Oh, really? Got
Hashtag.
1,000 points for that.
I had to ask first.
Ouch.
Oh, you froze him.
Oh, you got
Kick him.
you also
Kick him.
got-
Kick him. Do something.
Freeze him again, then kick him. Now kick him.
I can't. There's no kicking.
So what's the point of?
Douche. Bing. Burn. Touche.
Seriously, I'm not even joking.
This is
What
good.
is the point here?
He's very excited.
Rescue your neighbors.
Well, why don't you? And why don't we get to the next?
Why don't we ever see the
Because
neighbors?
I'm trying to find
There are no real
them.
neighbors here.
Drew, am I doing this
Oh,
wrong?
this could be the end of the show. This could be the end. I feel it. Can everybody sense the dread?
This is the end of your show.
This is the end
This
of
is it.
This is it. This is where it all ends.
Season
Or you guys could help me and keep your eye.
Season 1.
Instead of just abandoning me, I'm
you,
trying to
what's
find a
your
neighbor.
name?
By the way, Rooker, let's bring you up to speed real quick.
Yeah,
My
go
man
ahead.
over here to my left spent
Yeah.
2.5 hours on level 1
Oh, get that guy.
On level 1 doing what?
Playing
of
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Exit. There you go. We got to level 2. Yeah.
It's
all
a
right.
banner day.
All right.
Spent 2.5 hours playing Spider-Man,
Level 1.
1981 Spider-Man, level 1.
Got
Oh,
upset.
yeah.
I got upset.
Got a little upset.
What
I was-
happened?
It's just really hard.
Would
and
you
I-
like to play level 2 now that you understand that there's a
Level 2 is harder.
purportedly?
Yeah, they make.
So I just got to go around look at. Hey, there's a guy. Oh, that zombie took
he was,
him.
He was on your.
I'll tell you one thing about the kid. He's quick. He's kind of like that Puck from the early MTV days. Look at him.
Puck?
Remember that kid?
These zombies are fast.
Oh, he killed her. I'm
like,
okay with it.
Zombies are fast.
I'm okay with it.
Bush?
Like
Hey,
Z.
sir.
I love it. I respect the guy that's still in his pool. He's like, I paid good money for this pool. I'm not gonna. The zombies will have to come and take me out of my pool.
Is that Stan Lee?
It is. Actually, I'm in my pool.
Yeah, come on. Okay. Oh, wait. Do I still have guns? Or? Oh, I do.
Hey, you're good. You're better than me.
See, look, there's a little mini
look at
man that
this.
pops up.
Oh, what's that?
That-
Yeah, you go and get yourself some Coca-Cola.
That's what nice. You want to get yourself a nice cold
Wait,
pop.
did you play games?
You know, in Iowa,
Like-
we used to.
No, I hardly ever-
This young lady.
But you've done a few games.
I've done them. Yeah, I've made a few games, but I hardly ever play them. I'm
Dead.
horrible at them.
There's the baby.
7-year-olds.
Get the baby.
Just
Purple ooze. Oh, I did read about this. The graphics,
blood.
the no blood. They didn't want to show red blood,
I
so
said
game
at the
over.
beginning.
Purple ooze.
Purple
You did
ooze.
good. You did good.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, man.
No, I never played a lot of games.
Do you
I
have?
couldn't afford games.
That
when I
was
was a kid.
that was my
Neither we
thing.
could. We couldn't
Yeah,
either.
yeah, we didn't even have a TV. when I
So
was a kid.
you know the Atari.
Well,
system?
you buried the lead. What? You didn't have TV?
We didn't have TV.
Why?
Yeah, this is in Alabama. We didn't have a lot of stuff.
What did you? I'm curious. I'm not saying
Tennessee Valley Authority brought electricity. Lots of parts of the world.
We didn't have electricity for a while.
I'm not saying that you
There was no
have
electricity.
to.
Really?
Yeah, we had coal oil lamps. And
How old are you?
170.
You know when Michael fought in the,
I lived.
in the Civil War.
I lived.
You fight for the South,
lived-
the Confederacy. Did you fight for the Union?
I lived in
are you talking
a little
about?
country town called Jasper
Okay.
in Alabama, and back in the country from the town, there was no electricity or running water. We had a pump in the kitchen that could pump water.
I used to have to make powdered milk. That's the best.
Yeah, we
I
had
could
powdered
do.
milk too. That
That's
was
all
good.
I did.
We got powdered. Where'd you get your powdered milk?
My dad's trunk. I don't
got-
know what.
yeah,
He's like,
got
go
our-
get it.
We got powdered milk and cheese.
government cheese, the block, the
Yeah,
orange
from,
block.
from the military. They'd bring it into town and hand it out to everybody.
We had to go down to the CBs.
we had to stand in line and get the food.
Okay, first of all, you're like 5 minutes older than me, so stand down.
Yeah, how old are you?
I didn't have these things. 47, 42.
67?
I'm 67. I look great. Right?
Wow, you look awesome for 67.
I do. I
Never went out in the
I always tell
How to
people
use
I'm
a
much older than I am. Then they look at me.
I am
Well, you're
84.
looking pretty good.
Damn, dude.
They-
Well
yeah.
done.
69.
Coal oil
I'm 69.
lamps.
My favorite number anyway.
You grew up for he's fitting right in. Cheers to that. Coal oil lamps, no
Yeah,
electricity.
no electricity, no running water.
Is there a part of you that misses
Shoes.
it a little bit?
What? What? Hey, do you miss poverty?
No, I'm just saying a little,
Exactly.
a little simpler time.
Simpler.
Simpler?
Yeah, it was simpler for sure. You could say that. I guess you could say that. It
Yeah.
was simpler.
I'm not saying you should go back to your powder.
I miss my rag. We had a poo rag. We had to wash it out every time. Couldn't afford toilet paper. We had the poo rag.
Father dear.
Never wanted to use it after
rag. Be
Grandpa.
with you in a minute, Junior. Daddy's finishing up his business.
Grandpa's poo rag is his poo
How
rag.
about the water, the pump water? That was kind of big.
I've had to do that.
We had the hose.
My grandmother lived on.
You drink from the hose pipe?
Drank from the hose. Yeah.
Yeah, kids don't drink from hose pipes anymore.
No.
What's that all about?
Cancer.
Well,
Yeah, really?
there's
Cancer in everything.
in California that you will.
Did you have shoes when you were a kid?
have shoes?
Did you have shoes?
I had.
We didn't have feet. I didn't even have feet when I was a kid. We were so poor, didn't even have
And
feet.
we didn't.
We
need
ran
it.
around on our stumps. Okay, hold on a second. Where did you? You should have seen me. I could run. I was quick. It was like hooves. My grandmother used to put empty tuna cans on the end of my stumps, like little hooves.
I didn't have shoes until I was in second grade.
That's how I ran. Really? You went to school barefoot?
I went to school barefoot.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
Let's get into when did this acting bug bite you? It didn't bite you in Jasper. Those are different bugs.
No. I was in Chicago when that happened.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
So you went to Chicago.
Yeah, I went to Chicago.
Theater?
I lived about half my life in Alabama, then went to Chicago, and most of it was in Chicago. Yeah.
All right.
When he was about
Midwest.
87, he moved to Chicago.
Yeah.
87.
87. When I was 87 or back in
half of your life was in Alabama.
1986.
At 86, you're
Yeah.
like, Alabama, I don't
Like I was at the Appomattox Courthouse when the South surrendered, and
I don't think you had any left for me.
and then I went right to Chicago.
Roll Tide and all that, but I feel I have to go.
Sherman had burned all of Alabama.
Roll Tide, baby. Yeah, there you go.
I did this.
Look at him. Alabama.
Hold on.
What I wouldn't do to you, I wouldn't say.
We always have to stop. We always have to
See?
stop and commend him.
Gets it.
When Troy makes a proper sports reference, we
Oh, does he?
give him a little.
I'll get a lolly.
This is a golf club.
Oh, he does. Well, he knows War Eagles.
He said War Eagles. He said
War
Roll
Eagles
Tide.
and Roll Tide, Alabama.
If I ever, my family would have literally kicked me. My in-laws would have been like, "What'd you say?" If I had said War Eagle, like it is Roll
it's
Tide in
serious
my
stuff
yeah.
down there,
my,
dude.
my wife's.
No, it is serious.
No,
Yeah,
my
it's
brother went to Ole Miss. He was they played baseball at Ole Miss, and it was like there was nothing.
Well, I got a lot of people in Mississippi, up in northern Mississippi, and people in Georgia and Alabama, all around there. And also, I got some folks down there in Florida that are related to me as well.
We know our demographics so well.
We do. We know our demographics. So it's all the retro replay people from Alabama, Lower Alabama, L.A., Lower
LA.
Alabama. So it's right down there by the. It's the Florida
That's an
Panhandle.
old joke. Though.
It is.
It's
Lower
not
Alabama.
funny anymore, though.
Why would you say that with that look? Like
You're funny.
now I'm feeling a little
Are
intimidated.
you're normally funny?
No, I'm never funny.
I'm never funny either. I don't get people who can tell jokes. Can you tell a joke? You know a joke?
He does.
A funny joke.
Whenever
Can you do
somebody,
a funny
I do,
joke?
but
You can't
not that
say
I'm going to say.
every joke I know will offend somebody.
A clean funny joke. Can you tell a clean funny joke?
No, and this is the problem.
Clean?
Yeah, clean.
tell a
Clean
clean joke?
A clean, like a dad joke. Can you tell a dad joke?
Like a dad joke?
Yeah, I'll do a show about dad jokes. The whole show is about dad jokes.
Please.
We just sit and hang out and talk about dad jokes.
Give us a dad. Now I'm
A dad
dad.
joke. You want to have a dad joke? How does a cow defend itself?
I don't know.
Cow-waddy.
Okay. I get it.
These are. I need to be well stocked in all of my.
Total cow-waddy.
A dad joke? Do you know dad? You're a new
I
dad,
screwed up
so
that
hold on.
joke.
I know.
I did screw it up. I should have waited, right? Timing is everything with jokes. I should have said, how does a cow defend itself?
How?
Well, I should.
How?
Wanna try it? You want
Yeah,
Does
go
a
ahead.
cow defend itself?
How?
Cow-waddy.
That's much better. Let's use two.
It is timing. It is timing.
Let's use two.
All right. Well,
What a very.
it's been a very interesting episode. Very interesting, in-depth with Mr. Michael Rooker.
Cow-waddy.
Michael
Oh,
Rooker,
buddy.
everybody, please.
Everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Make sure that you do tune in to our show. Thank you to Skybound for having us on their amazing
Yes.
stage here down at
Skybound.
San Diego Comic-Con.
This was a very exciting show. I tell you, I did one
wasn't
prior
as
to this, and it wasn't. It
wasn't like
was
this.
Not very good. Yeah.
This is
Brown
all
stuff
about just
helps.
us
Yeah.
sitting on a couch. Forget the cameras.
Couple of guys.
We
Yeah.
put up a new video every
Should've-
Thursday up on our YouTube show for Retro Replay.
I think you guys, the next show you do, you should be barefoot.
Well, he doesn't have any feet.
I don't. I just.
So-
these
Did you
are-
ever grow feet?
Aesthetics.
No, I just stumped. And
that's it.
Stumps. That's it. We're on here.
we left. We ended on stumps. Hashtag stump funny. Don't
Hashtag-
think so.
Very funny.
My career's.
That was very funny.
I don't know where-
That was a great ending. You
Are
know,
we still on or are we clear?
No.
We're done.
It was a great ending.
There we go.
It was a great.